Well, I called up my friend Mildred the other day. She said to me, Edith, with everyone so scared about all this corona flu, it's only a matter of time before Christian community collapses. And I said to her, now you listen here, young lady. I lived through the Cold War. We didn't have all these Zoom chats and face bubbles. You know what we did? We sheltered under our little desks and called each other on our radios. The Lord is my shepherd. Over. And they'd say to me, Edith, with all this fear going on, Christian community is doomed. And I'd say to them, now listen here, young comrade. I lived through the Depression. We didn't have all these fancy radios. You know what we did? We'd have to sling a tin can telephone across the Bering Strait. Imagine how hard it is to time hymn singing when you gotta wait for the sound to travel along the line and back to you. They'd say to me, Edith, as soon as our tin can telephones rust through, Christian community will be at an end. And I'd say to them, now you listen here, young flapper. I lived through the Civil War. We didn't even have the tin cans back then. We had to just cup our hands around our mouths and shout really loudly, the Lord be with you, and also with you, unless you're a Confederate. And they'd say to me, Edith, with all this fighting going on in our country, I think Christian community is doomed. And I said to them, now you listen here, young Yankee. I lived through Valley Forge. It was so cold our voices froze. There wasn't even enough firewood to make smoke signals. We had to signal each other by throwing kittens in the air. 1 if by land, 2 if by sea, and 3 for God bless you. And I said, listen, young squire, I lived through the gladiatorial games.